Hey everyone! We've gotten so many questions about how to achieve those perfect colors on squishies. Maybe you've tried it your own way and ended up with a messy result, or had trouble with eyes and charms that won't stay on. Don't worry, in today's video, we're going to cover everything you need to know to get it just right. So let's dive in. Before we get started, here's a small tip. Give yourself enough time for each step and not feel rushed. Don't mix part A and part B together right away. You can start by coloring part A first. Add different colors of silicone pigment paste to small cups of part A. Just remember, don't add part B yet, and always apply a thin layer of Vaseline to your mold. This makes demolding a lot easier and smoother. Just make sure not to overdo it. Too much Vaseline can melt during handling and mess up your next layers, leaving marks or affecting the texture. So be patient and apply it evenly, nice and thin. Now that the preparation is complete, let's dive into the different methods for coloring your squishy. Question 1. How to achieve a multicolor pattern. In this video, I'm going to show you two methods on how to do this. First, the pouring method. Method 1, pouring colors. Take your colored part A, mix it with part B in a 1-to-1 weight ratio and stir until it's combined. Now you can either pour different colors at the same time or one by one. And don't move the mold and mix the colors after pouring. This way, the colors won't be mixed and become messy. Method 2, hand painted with a piping bag. For more detailed pattern, pour the colored mixture into a piping bag and let it thicken to a yogurt-like consistency. Then hand paint your pattern directly into the mold. Key point: after pouring or painting each color, let it cure for a few minutes before adding the next one. This way, your colors stay nice and clean. By the end, you'll have a squishy with well-defined color patterns. Question 2. How to achieve different colors on different parts of a squishy. This is all about patience and layering. Here's a secret. Tilt the mold to create layers. Mix your colored part A with part B in a 1-to-1 ratio like before. Then tilt your mold slightly. Use a dropper to carefully drip the mixture into the mold. Let each part cure before adding the next layer. It usually takes around 20 to 40 minutes, depending on your room temperature and how much you've poured in. Just keep an eye on it. Once the mixture starts to thicken or firm up, that's your cue to pour the next part. For tricky areas like ears or round shapes, you may need to tilt the mold in different directions and pour multiple layers to get the color to fill completely without spilling over into other areas. Adjust the angle of the mold on the cup to match the final position you want the flex rubber mixture to set in. The same method applies to the eyes and mouth. You can use a toothpick or a dropper to carefully fill those areas. If you overfill a bit, don't worry, you can remove the excess before or after it fully cures. When all the colored parts are cured, go ahead and pour in your main body color in one go. Question 3. How to stick the eyes or charms to the squishy so they won't fall off. If the eyes are part of the mold, you can use flex rubber liquid to set them in place, so they'll be fully integrated into the squishy. No extra glue needed. But if you're adding extra eyes or other charms, here's what you need to do. First tip, trim the excess silicone around the eye area so you have space to embed the eyes properly. You don't want them sticking out too much. Second tip, choose the right glue. If you're a beginner and want to keep the option open to change the eye placement, I recommend using B7000 glue. It doesn't dry too fast, so you have time to adjust the placement if needed. If you're sure about where you want the eyes or charms, you can use silicone glue or super glue. These options will hold them firmly, but once you place them, it'll be hard to change without leaving a mark. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you have other techniques or tips you'd like us to cover in the future videos, just let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.